Hey guys, it's Diane and I want to do an updated video on tips and tricks for growing your hair long and keeping it healthy. I've done videos like this before. Some of this information may be repeated, but I figure it's been over 2 years now that I've been trying to grow my hair really long, and I probably learned new stuff. So I'm just going to get to it in case you want to see my full length. Up to here, I literally just got my hair trimmed yesterday, and by trimmed I mean she took off less than half an inch. So it was a little longer, but you know, you have to keep it healthy and stuff. So going into my tips and tricks, I'll start off with trims. A lot of hairdressers do say to trim your hair every 6 to 8 weeks. I personally don't buy into that. I say trim your hair when your hair needs it and go as long as possible in between. Before yesterday, the last time I got my hair trimmed was in October. I generally go about 4 months. Between my trims and 4 months, it's really pushing it. I probably should be doing 3, but I feel if you're trimming your hair too often, it's just taking away progress that you're growing, and hairdressers might argue with me, and you know, whatever. I know what works for my hair, and go by your hair. If your hair is really that prone to split ends and you need to trim more, trim more. You might even be able to go like 5, 6, 7 months if your hair has less split ends. So really, like, look at your hair and see, like, don't get a trim just because you think it's a certain amount of time and you have to. Also, deep conditioning is a huge part of helping to grow my hair long, keeping it healthy, especially because I do dye my hair. That's another thing too. People might say, oh, you dye your hair, you know, you shouldn't dye it, you shouldn't put chemicals on it because it's kind of like altering the hair and it's not as healthy. And yes, putting chemicals on your hair is going to damage it to an extent, but if you take care of it and really show your hair a lot of TLC like I do, I think you could color your hair and grow it. I mean, I do my hair growth journey videos once a month. If you look at the first one compared to now, you really see the progress that I've had with growing my hair, and I'm still coloring it and taking care of it. But back to the deep treatments. I deep treat every single time I wash my hair because, like I said, my hair is color treated. My hair is really dry just by nature. So using a regular conditioner in the shower would be a joke for my hair. Some of my favorite deep treatments are the Living Proof Restore Mask, the Nubian Heritage Strengthen Tamanu, the mask, it's in CVS, the Shea Moisture, the new one I actually really love, the Smooth and Repair with the Tahitian Noni and Manoi. I love the Jessie Curl Deep Treatment, the Curl Junkie Curl Rehab. And with deep treatments, you kind of want to do a balance of like a protein treatment and moisture, because your hair is made up of protein, but it also creates moisture. Too much protein can make your hair feel brittle, so if your hair is really, really dry and really brittle, and you've been doing protein treatments, you might be doing a little too much. You know, kind of Google that information. There's tons of information out there to learn. But I know my hair, usually I'll rotate once a week. I'll deep treat with like a balanced deep treatment every week. Then I'll rotate doing an extra moisturizing treatment 1 week, and then like a really good protein treatment the next week, back and forth, back and forth. And also using heat with the deep treatments, like using a steamer, a hooded blow dryer. You wrap your hair in like a plastic bag. It's supposed to create a heat effect. That makes a big difference too, especially using my steamer. I noticed such a difference that when I use it, my curl definition pops, and it just helps the conditioner penetrate even better. And with this winter, it's been so unnecessarily cold that using my deep treatments with the heat to really get it to penetrate has become even more essential for me. So definitely do not skimp on your deep treatments. I know it takes a few extra minutes to do. It's not this most super quick thing if you want to sit up and heat, but in the end, the results will pay off. So, and I forgot if I said I do the heat with the deep treatment at least once a week, and then I just deep treat twice a week. What else? Coconut oil, which I should have brought in here. I'm obsessed with using coconut oil on my hair. Every time before I do wash and deep condition my hair, which is twice a week, I will sleep with coconut oil through my ends. I think I did a video on this the night before, and coconut oil is one of the only oils that penetrate to the hair shaft, making the hair really just strong and repairing it. It leaves it softer and shiny. And while I sleep with the coconut oils on my ends, another thing that I do is I sleep with stimulating scalp oils on my scalp, and this is one of the biggest things for me. I think that's made a difference in my hair growing at a healthy rate. These are the ones I use now, and I got these at Sally Beauty, and I've talked about these before. These are the Wild Growth oils. One is called hair oil, one is called light oil moisturizer. They're both pure, but they have different ingredients in them, so I kind of mix them up and just use them to get as many good hair growth ingredients as I can. And it has a little spout like this, so I kind of just take it in, like I apply sections on my head, and it's giving myself a nice scalp massage. I'll usually like watch a half-hour sitcom, watch some other people's YouTube videos while I'm just massaging my head and really getting those ingredients to help stimulate the hair follicles to get the hair to grow. I'll sleep in my satin hair bonnet, and then I'll just wash it out the next morning, and I think it's a big thing that helps. So you don't necessarily have to use these. I just like these because another thing is watching your ingredients in your products. Of course, the more natural the products, the better. I'm doing the curly girl method, but I'm not 100% here or there. I might wind up using a silicone. I know I do use some products with amyl dimethicone in it. My hair, personally, it does not bother me, but other hair, some people have sensitivities, and it is caused to build up. So the one thing I will never ever use is don't use any products with sulfate in it. Always go sulfate free. Sulfates just dry the hair out. They strip the hair of any moisture, and even if a company like wants me to use a sulfate product, if they're like, hey, you want to review our product if it has sulfates in it, I won't use it just because I'm that much against sulfates. And I try to go as silicone free as possible. I'll use water soluble silicones. I'm not going to get into the science of this because I'm really not that great at explaining it. If you really want more information on like the whole water soluble silicones, what silicones are okay and not to use, check out my friend Sarah's. Check out her YouTube if you haven't, WaterLily716. She's like a ton of information on all that stuff, but I try to go as silicone free as possible, and doing that, it just helps less frizz, it helps better curl definition, and it just allows your hair to breathe more, because certain silicones, they trap your hair, and then moisture and good ingredients can't be taken in. So that being said, what else I do is when I'm washing my hair, the twice a week I do wash it. Once a week I will wash it with no sulfate shampoo, and then the other week a co-wash. So I kind of mix the two because I learned that I just like a sulfate-free shampoo to get my hair and scalp like clean once a week, and then the co-wash is just to kind of moisturize it, and because I really don't need that sulfate-free shampoo twice a week. And when I'm using it though, both of the times I'm using this product, and this is a product that I've been using consistently since it came out in 2012, and this is the Salon Series brand by Wavy. I believe I think Ulta has it, and I think the site has it, and this is the Mediterranean Bay Leaf Exfoliating Hair and Scalp Treatment, and it helps to promote healthy hair growth, and it's kind of like an exfoliator for your scalp. It smells good, it's refreshing. There's an AHA complex of sugarcane, lemon, apple extracts in here, and I just massage it in. It says to do this after your shampoo. I don't know, I kind of just mix it with my shampoo, and I'm massaging both of them in at once, and it just helps to further like clean up buildup, and then the bay leaf oil and stuff helps to promote hair growth even more. And this is 6 ounces. It is about $35, but this lasts me about 6 months, so it's really, because I'm only using it twice a week, you really get a lot, of use out of it. Also, of course, moisture, especially now with the winter, and I really feel like I cannot say this enough, is how much moisture my hair needs. Doing the deep treatments, I'm doing, the conditioners after the, sorry guys, hold on. I don't feel like dealing with Windows Editor for this video, so that's going to be in here. So, after I'm deep treatment, I'm using, instead of a leave-in after the shower, this is when I go in with regular conditioner, because leave-in conditioners are good, but for my hair, when it's wet, my hair likes something even richer. Once in a while, I've even been using, the Diva Curl Heaven and Hair or moisturizing, deep conditioner as a leave-in, just because my hair loves that moisture. So, if your hair is really, really dry, definitely think, more concentrated than regular leave-ins, and it'll just help your ends and help to protect it. I'm obsessed with this spray, and if you've seen my channel before, you know I've talked about this over and over. This is by Shea Moisture, and this is the Yucca and Baobab Thickening Moisture Mist. It's biotin, which is really good for the hair, and it has bamboo extract, which helps keep the hair strong. Bamboo is one of the strongest natural plants on planet Earth. There's baobab oil, there's vitamins A, C, D, and E. There's no silicones in here, no parabens, no sulfates, no mineral oil, nothing bad. It's cruelty-free. But I like to use this several ways. Every night before I go to sleep, I'll take it. I'll spray it throughout my hair, especially concentrating on the ends. And then to go to sleep, I just pineapple my hair, which is like Pebble Flintstone style, scrunchie on top of your head, put it in a bonnet. And then in the morning, I'll take it and I'll mix it with this stuff, which is another thing I love by the Nubian Heritage. This is the Indian Hemp and Tamanu Growth and Strengthen Serum. I have the both of them. It's actually right here. I bought a bottle. You could kind of see them separated. I shake it. Every single morning, I just apply this and I rub it in. And I like using this every morning on my scalp because it doesn't make my roots personally look oily. You can't even see it. It dries in 5 minutes. And I feel like every day I'm getting good ingredients on my scalp to help further promote hair growth. And using this at night is just, again, helping the length retention, helping breakage, because breakage is another thing where your hair might be growing. It's probably growing really like healthy from the roots, but if you're not taking care of your ends and the length of your hair is breaking off just as fast as it's growing, and that might be why you're not seeing the length. So that's why I use this every night for the moisture. There's really good ingredients in it. Something else I've really been loving, I know with my deep treatments, I just mentioned the Living Proof Restore Mask, and if you've watched my channel, you know I've been obsessed with that product for probably close to a year now. It's just I've consistently kept it in my rotation because it does wonderful things. But the Restore Repair Targeted Repair Cream is another product. It helps heal your strands, your split end mending, cuticle smoothing, and for dry damaged hair. So I'll just put this on the ends when my hair is wet, when my hair is dry. I try to put a little in every day. So what else do I do? I'm trying to think. I feel like I do so much. Because I do color my hair, I kind of have a system. Like I did just get my roots done yesterday, so I always use these. Let me show you. Let me get one out. If you are going to color your hair, I totally suggest picking these up by Living Proof. They come in a set of, I think, 4 or 5. And they're like an extra strength, like single dose restore recovery regimen. And they're really ideal for frequent color, process, or extremely damaged hair. So for 4 weeks after I get my hair colored, once a week instead of using the regular mask, I go in with one of these. And this is a ½ ounce, and I kind of have to mix it with the mask because this just won't cover all this hair. But I mix them together, and I noticed really good difference when I use this. So I usually, what I did around Christmas when I got the Sephora discount, I picked up a whole bunch of them to hopefully last me at least half the year. What else do I do? Don't wash your hair too frequently. Like I've said multiple times in this video, I wash it twice a week, and there's several reasons why you don't want to wash it too frequently. One is if you keep if you wash it too often, the color might get stripped out, and it's just drying, and it's just why is my brain not working? If you wash it too much, it could dry your hair out. And also, your hair is more weak and more vulnerable when it's wet, so if you wash it more, you're giving it more chances to be vulnerable for breakage, if that makes sense. So if you do work out, I mean, I know that's always a concern because I work out a lot too. I work out almost every day, so dry shampoos are your best friends. And again, you're adding moisturizing, even using replenishing mists afterwards. In December, I did a 2-part of my favorite hair care video, so if you want to go check those out, I'll try to remember to post them below of all the products I've really been enjoying, and they're pretty much the same now, so the only difference being I really like the Nutrient Moisture line. Yeah, so try to extend your time between washing as much as possible, and also your time between coloring. Like when I do get my hair colored, for the most part, she'll only touch up my roots, my new growth, because it's really, really dark. Then every other time that I have to get it, or every 3 times I forget, she might run the color through all the way, but only for 1 or 2 minutes. You don't want to keep putting dye upon dye upon dye, 'cause that'll be damaged and that will end up being over processed. And I also stretch out my my colors. You'll see some videos my roots will be like, hello, why did you not get them done? I kind of push my roots a week or 2 past when they should be colored, just because I don't want to get my hair through that process too much. And every time I do go to the salon to get my hair colored, I always do a glaze, and I always do a deep treatment right after. That's another thing too. Wait, I just lost my train of thought and I had something really good to say. What was I gonna say? Okay, I forgot. Hopefully I remember. But using heat tools, of course, if you're trying to grow your hair really long, use heat tools as little as possible. I prefer to air dry my hair, even in this freezing cold weather. I kind of plan when I'm going to wash my hair when I know I have nowhere to go, so I could stay indoors in the heat, put on 3 sweaters, stay warm, and let it air dry. If you do have to diffuse your hair, the blow dryer with the little things that kind of look like that on the end, you definitely should use a heat protectant spray. I like the Living Proof Restore spray is a really good one. Don't use your blow dryer without a nozzle. Flat irons, flat irons are one of the most damaging things for your hair, and when you're trying to grow your hair out, just stay away from them. When I started growing my hair really long, not that it's really long yet, but it's getting there, I didn't flat iron my hair. I didn't straighten it at all for over 2 years. And we're humans, we like to play, we like having versatility in our hair. If you're gonna straighten your hair, I would say do not do it more than 2 times a year. That's about, I'll let myself for a change blow it out, let it be straight twice a year, but no more than that, because that damage from straightening it is really one of the worst things you could possibly do. So especially when you're in the beginning, just don't even pretend straightening your hair isn't an option. You could even Google or YouTube. Plenty of other YouTube people have heatless ways to style your hair. So I'm not that talented, but what are you gonna do? So that's another thing. What else? So I think that's basically everything I've been doing. You know, if you're gonna use ponytail holders, use ones like this. Don't use ones with the metal clasp because the clasp will get stuck in your hair. Use wide tooth combs or a tangle teaser, and when you're using a comb, make sure it's a good quality wide tooth comb. And I know that sounds silly, but some of the cheaper ones, kind of between the ridges, there's like plastics that could get stuck and like snag your hair and like break your hair off. So you really want to use a good quality wide tooth comb. And I just recently did a video on the tangle teaser. That thing's amazing if your hair is prone to tangle. What else? Don't do too tight hairstyles. If you're going to pull your hair back, like you're going to do a ponytail or a bun, don't make it so that you could feel your hair pulling, because that's essentially what it is doing, is pulling at your hair. And I've read actually that if you keep wearing too tight hairstyles over and over, that could wind up receding your hairline, so that's not good either. What else? Just my two main things really is moisture, like moisturize your ends, make sure to keep the length of your hair as protected as possible, and just scalp oil stimulating the scalp. And also, I almost forgot, hair vitamins. There's things that I do every day that I just don't remember to tell people to do it because it's just so part of my routine. I do take hair vitamins every day. Right now I'm still taking the Follicle Fuel vitamins. I've taken Viviscal in the past. I'm actually in the mind of going back to Viviscal when I'm out of these because I believe that Follicle Fuel went out of business or something. But you know, whatever hair vitamins you could afford, if they have biotin in them, biotin's good, MSM, what you eat and drink, of course, anything you put in your body becomes part of your body. So if you eat really well, it's going to not only reflect in your hair, it's going to reflect in your body, it's going to reflect in your skin. So, you know, eat tons of fruits and vegetables, protein, because your hair is made up of protein. And when you're eating protein, your hair is the last place it's going to go because your organs and your muscles and everywhere else in your body needs some protein too. So you really want to eat good, high quality protein food. Eggs, of course, lean meats, and if you don't eat meats, you could always do beans. Quinoa is a really good grain. Dark leafy vegetables actually have a lot of protein, and water. Of course, you see my water bottle here. I fill this thing up like 3 times a day because the more water you drink, it's really good for your body, it's really good for your hair. So nourish your hair and your body, of course, from the inside out. So I feel like this video is getting really long. I think that's it for now, so I'm sorry if most of this was a repeat of information from my last one, but I just wanted to do something updated anyway, because you can grow your hair and keep it healthy. It's just all about TLC and taking care of it. And one last thing, I remembered what I wanted to say before. Given that it is cold out, when you're in the car, a lot of people don't think of this. When you're driving and if your hair is a certain length and you have the heat on, I know me, when I have the heat on in my car, I love when it's basically like cooking me. It's on full blast, but you don't want that heat directly on your hair. So usually what I'll do when I'm driving is like I'll take my hair and I'll like just one time, just like that, just so that the heat doesn't hit it as I'm driving. Or if you keep your hair down, spray heat protectant on the ends to keep that heat in your car off of your hair, and that'll make a difference too. So yeah guys, I rambled a lot, I'm sorry. I really hope you found this video a little bit helpful. If I think of anything else, I'll do another video. Probably the second I stop this, I'll be like, man, I wanted to say that. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.